I feed my family daily right from my garden in my backyard, and this is episode 11 of my Beginner Gardener series. Before anything goes in the ground, I take the time to plan out my garden way before the season starts. Doing this ahead of time helps me stay organized, rotate my crops, and make the most of the space that I have. I start all of my garden planning in a notebook. I draw out all 17 of my 8x4 garden beds and decide which crops are going in each one. Seeing everything written out helps me visualize and make sure I am growing the right amounts of each crop. I try my best to rotate my crops and not grow veggies in the same bed they grew in the season prior. So for instance, if I grew zucchini in bed 4 last season, I would grow leafy greens in that bed this season. I have a big squash vine borer problem, so when squash vine borer larvae hatch, they have nothing to eat. After I draw everything out, I use the planter app. It maps out each bed using the square foot gardening method. It helps me plan out how many seedlings I need to start indoors, make sure I'm not planting incompatible plants together, and is super handy when I'm out in the garden because I can just whip the app out when I'm planting so I know where everything is going. Below my garden bed, I write out a basic seed starting timeline for each month. It can get super overwhelming to remember start dates, and when it comes to gardening with the goal to feed your family, timing is everything. So I just write out the month, which seeds to start indoors, direct sow outdoors, and transplant. Once everything is planned out, I do a double check on my seed inventory to make sure I have all the crops I need. If I don't, I put in a final seed order. Planning first makes seed starting manageable and simple. It helps me make the most of my space and grow as much food as possible. If you're planning a garden this year, I hope this gives you a place to start.